So if you want to build your own WordPress website with IONOS, such a beautiful website like this one, then this is the right tutorial for you. I will show you everything step by step. You just have to follow along. We first start by setting up our hosting, then we will talk to the AI and it will help us to build our site so we don't have to start from scratch. And then I will show you how you make edits to your website yourself inside the WordPress Gutenberg editor. And at the end, we will publish our website under our own domain. So let's start and build our own website. So before we start, you will find the link to IONOS down in the video description of this video, just the first one. If you click on it, you will get 90% off of the hosting plan from IONOS, and at the same time you're helping me and my channel to grow. So thank you a lot if you're using my link down here in the description. And once you've done that, then we will land on this page here, and here you can choose from different plans. And there's the Grow plan, and you get that for $1 a month for an entire year, but after the 12th month you will pay $10 per month. And the starter plan is a little bit cheaper. You will only pay $6 a month after the trial period has passed, but therefore you pay directly $5 a month. That's a little trick they do to talk you into the Grow plan, but you will get a website with both plans. Here you get a little bit less of SSD storage, 25 GB of SSD storage versus 50 GB. And the main difference for me is that here you only get one email address. So if you have an entire company and a lot of employees, then you probably want to take this plan with 5 email addresses, or even this plan with 12 email addresses. So this is up to you, but you can start with the starter plan and then upgrade later. This is what I will do. So I will click here. And then I will choose the duration. I will just take 1 month because it's just for the tutorial. Then you can click continue. And now before we start, we can choose our own domain. If you have an idea, you can just simply type it in. If you don't have any idea, then you can ask the AI to help you. So I will try this option. So I just typed in, hey, I'm Julian Weber, a YouTuber doing website tutorials. And now the AI should generate me some ideas for a domain. And I do like the second one, tutorialsbyjulian.com, and it's just $10 a year. So I can just add this to cart and then click continue. And now they will offer you some cross sales, but we don't need that at this time. So we can just skip ahead. And inside my shopping cart here, I will see the WordPress hosting starter plan and the Tutorials by Julian domain. And now all I have to do is just to click continue and check out as you would normally do in any other online store. Just click buy now, and then you can pay by credit card or by PayPal. And remember, you have a 30 days money back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied with a product, you can always call them and they will give you your money back. And once you've done that, the IONOS will set up the dashboard for you. This takes up to 1 or 2 minutes. But once this is done, you will land on this screen here, and here we can start our project by just giving it a name. For example, Julian's website. I hope you are more creative than me. This is just the project name for this tutorial. And then I can click on Start WordPress Installation. And now IONOS is automatically setting up WordPress for us. It takes a couple of minutes, but believe me, this is way too easy. Back in the days, it took ages to set everything up manually, but now the AI and IONOS is taking care of it. That's why they call it managed WordPress hosting. And it's just wonderful because we don't need to do any technical setup. So I'm happy to wait here for a minute. And now the WordPress website has been set up on our IONOS server, so we can click on Launch WordPress. And now we are presented with two options. Either we can set up our website ourselves, so do it yourself, and then you can install your own theme and install your own plugins. But I do like the AI option very much. Then we can just tell the AI a little bit about our website, and it will directly start writing the text for us and choosing the right images. So it saves us a lot of time. So I will click on with AI. And now here's the website title, and I will give it a prompt describing my website really quickly. So the more information you will give the AI, the more information it has to work with. But I will just leave it with 1 sentence so that you can see how powerful it is, because we just need 1 sentence and the AI will do a really great job with creating our site. Next, we can select the tone. We can choose professional and friendly at the same time, and then click next. And now the whole experience will be customized. And now the question is, what are our goals for the website? Of course, we want to grow some website traffic, get some email subscribers, and publish a blog. And then we can click next. And now you have the option to either create a one-pager, so a single page website where every information is on one side, or we can create a multi-page website. This is the basic website you know. So you have a home page, then you have a About Us page, a contact page, and maybe some project pages. So I will choose this option because probably everyone is more familiar with this layout. Then we can click Next. And on the next screen, we are presented with some options of different templates and designs for our website. And you can just go through them and then choose the option you like. I do like this template a lot, so I will choose this one and then click Next. And now we can choose the pages we want to have on our website. So I would like to have an About page and a contact page, but I don't need a portfolio page or a resource page. And you can always take a look at them. So just click on the eye and it will bring you to the page. And then you can just scroll down and see if you need the page or not. So this would be a service page when I, for example, as an agency offered to build your website for you, which I don't at the moment. So I can just deselect it and I will just go with the About page and the contact page and the homepage, of course. Then I can click Next and IONOS will start setting up the website for us and the AI will write the text for us and upload the pictures we need. And you will be amazed how good this will look in the end. So let's wait for a minute until this is set up. And now we see some confetti raining and we will be redirected to the website in a minute. And now we will land on the dashboard. And here we are already on our site. You can see this here on the dummy domain up here in the WordPress admin area. And there you will find a step-by-step guide from IONOS. For example, connect your own domain, edit your homepage, upload a logo, upload a site icon, and so on. And we will go through this in a minute, but let's first have a look at the dashboard of WordPress. So maybe some of you are already familiar with the WordPress dashboard. This is how it looks like. And here we can also edit our pages. You will find all the pages which are added. And later on, we will also find the blog posts here in the post area. And of course, you have some plugins here already pre-installed. And you can either deactivate them or find your new plugins up here. But we will come to this in a bit. Let's first have a look at the website on how it looks. So therefore you go up here and then click on Visit Site. And this is the website the AI has built for us. The image is loading, yeah, but now you see Master WordPress Website Building with Julian, empowering creators to build stunning website. Discover the resources. And we will edit this in a second, but let's first browse through. We have our blog here, which is quite amazing. And all these sections, which look good. And we can also go to the contact page, and here later on we can add our address and a contact field. And the most amazing part, we have our blog ready, and inside the blog you will already find articles and they are pre-written, and you can just later on edit these to your liking and of course start ranking on Google with this. So let's first go back to the home page, and now we can click on Edit Site, and therefore you click up here. And for some reason, you always land on this page, which is just a dummy page. So we go here on navigation, then one step back, and then on pages. And we are already here on the pages, and you can browse through them. But for now, we want to edit the home page. So I will just click on it. And now I'm inside the editor of WordPress, the Gutenberg editor. And here I can edit the website. Before we start editing the text and the pictures, I want to show you the styles up here, because here we can edit the entire style of our website. For example, just click on colors and then you find color palettes here, and we can zoom out for a second. So this is the entire homepage, and then we can choose different color palettes, and you see how the website is changing quite a bit. For example, with a darker background or with something more bright in red. But I did like this option quite a lot. It looks quite nice and professional. So you can just browse through and edit the color template, or you can upload your own colors. So if you have a brand color, just type in the hex color code here, and then it will make it your brand color, for example, a red or a green or something. And we can go back, and you can do the same with typography. So you can choose the font of your website. If you don't like the font, you can just change it here. For example, I like this font a lot because it's quite readable. Then I will just take this one. And of course, you can change the background. You can add a background image if you want, but we don't need that at the moment. And you can do a little bit more here with the layout. Just play around with it. But the most important thing is the colors and the typography. And now you know how to change that to your liking. and change it to your brand colors, for example. So you already learned one bit, and let's dive in and edit the website. So you can just select the text here and go in and, for example, learn how to build WordPress websites with Julian. So I like this headline better, so I can change it. And then of course we need some more text here in the paragraph. If you're not that good with texting, like me, for example, then I can always recommend you using ChatGPT, because it will directly help you to write some good copy for your website. But I will do my best now to extend this a little bit. And yeah, empowering creators to build stunning website with WordPress and other website builders. And now we already added the headline and the text, and now we can upload our own image. Therefore, you just click on replace here, and then you can click on upload. And now we can choose an image from our laptop, from our PC. And then it will directly upload our own image here, and you already have made this your entire own website. The hero section is ours now. We added the text and uploaded our own image, and here are already image in which quite remember me of website building, so they are already good, I think. If you need more images, I can always recommend you to go to unsplash.com. This is the free stock photo website, and here you can simply download any website pictures or pictures of people and use them for your website. So they have a lot of free stock photos, and you just download them and then upload them to WordPress, and then you can start using them on your site, which is quite nice because then we don't need to take our own pictures. And one more content element is here in the hero section, the button. A button is mostly important for linking to some pages. So we can click here on the link icon, and then we can type in a URL, for example, my YouTube channel, or you can link it to another page of your website. So for example, we can just type in contact, and then it will bring us here the contact page, and then I can just select this one, and here I will change the text to contact me. And whenever someone clicks on the button now, they will be redirected to the contact page, and then they can start contacting me, which is quite nice. And this is the first section here, the first block, content block. And we can just scroll down, and here we have the second block. So the website is always built in blocks. So this is the first block, then you have another block and another block. And inside the block, there is the content nested inside groups. And to find the whole structure, it kind of helps to go on this icon up here. So you can have a document overview. That's how they call this. And so the first block is the hero section here. The second block is the about section. The third block is the block section, and then you have a CTA, and you can always unwrap this. So you can open this up, and then you see you have different columns. So opening up these columns, you have the left column where there's the headline, the paragraph, and the button, and you have the right column with the images. And mostly pages are always built like this. So you always have the block, then some columns, and the left column text, and the right column the image. And you can always go in and just select the content item and delete it. For example, this one, I can just delete the image, but then I still have this column here, and then I can just click on it and replace it with another content element. Down here, you find content elements which are used quite often: paragraphs, images, headings, and galleries, but you can always go here and browse through all. So here you have the text elements. You can also put in some code and some tables, but most interesting is the media. So you have images, gallery, audio, and video. So for me as a YouTuber, this is a big one, and then I can just drag and drop the video in, and now I can either upload my own video. That's why you needed some web space on IONOS here. So if you go here back on the manage WordPress hosting, here you have 25 GB of SSD storage. This is the storage which will be used for your page. So the more videos you upload, the less storage you will have at the end. Pictures are not that important because pictures are small, but videos can be quite large. So when you upload your own videos, make sure you compress them first, so you don't take up all your space on the SSD on your server. But there's also a smarter option, because you can also put in the URL from a YouTube video, and then the entire hosting is for free. So for example, on my channel, we have this IONOS video on how to build a website. And remember, you have always the link down in the description. If you sign up for IONOS, please use it. Then you help me quite a lot. And we can go here on share, and then I can copy the URL, and then I can just paste this in here and click enter or apply, and it will directly upload me the video here. So this is quite nice. If you see this, we have the headline, we have the edit the text, we linked the button, we uploaded our own picture, and now we already have a video here. And those are pretty much the main content things you have on your website, like text, video, and pictures and buttons. And so this is quite nice. You could go ahead and now edit the entire site and upload your own images everywhere and edit the text. And you will find all the media here. You will also find design elements. So if you need another button, we can just pull down a button here and then it will put in another button for us. And then you can just add a text, second button, and then we can link this up to another page, for example, the about page. Maybe we change the text to learn more about me, and then they will land on the about page. And if you don't like any content element, you can of course go in and just delete it. And this is how you can add all the content elements from here. So just feel free, browse through them. They're quite a lot. You can add, for example, a map here and some date picker and yeah, so on YouTube, Spotify, Vimeo, Twitter posts. So there's quite a lot you can choose from. And of course you have patterns, which are entire blocks you can add, for example, an about block. Then I can just pull this in and it will add me an entire section here. And you have quite some pre-made templates from WordPress here on the left. So for example, this one, and I will show you how you can even get more from IONOS, but I think you can start building this, but you can also start from scratch. So if you're inside the page, you can always click here on the right, you will find a plus icon, and then you can start here and adding a new group, for example. And then you can select how many blocks the group should have. And then you can start adding your content, for example, a paragraph here on the left and I don't know, a picture on the right. But I would recommend you actually to always start with pre-made blocks because they look better and they are easier to add. If you want to undo this now, you can just click here and then it will be undone. So this works quite granularly and you can always go back. Just so that you saw this, you have the plus icon and then you can start building groups and blocks from scratch. And you also have, if you browse here on more, you have the design elements, you have the groups, and then you have the columns. But explaining the entire thing is quite a bit. You will learn this along the way, but you always start with a group, as you saw here. So these are all groups. And when you open up the group, then you have some columns, left column, right column, or even a third column, and then you can start building it. But for the beginning, I wouldn't recommend doing that because it's quite challenging. And I would always start with the blocks, and therefore you just click here on the toggle bar, and then you can click here on the patterns, and then you can start adding an about section and a banner, for example. And I have to say, from WordPress, they don't look really nice because they don't really work with the design of our site, but luckily IONOS has their own blocks to add. So therefore we just need to click save for a second. So we save the homepage, the edits we did here up on the top, and then I will close this here. And for some reason they are not on this view, so therefore we just need to go back for 1 second, and this will bring us back to the dashboard, and then I will go back to the site. And up here you have two different options. So you have edit the site and edit the page. First we started with this one, then you can edit the entire site, the layout and so on. And here we can edit the page. And for some reason it's only displayed here. I don't know if it's a bug, but here you will find a design library. And the design library is from IONOS. And I think these designs work way better with the site and with our template, because here we have, for example, an about section. We don't just have one, we have like, I don't know how many. They will start loading here. So you have quite a bit of about sections. Then you have a blog section if you like that to have that. You have a call to action section, and here you can just start adding them. So for example, the about section here, you can just click on it and it will directly put this on our site. And if I want to move this, you can just use these toggles here. You can just move it up or move it down. And one more thing, for some reason, the SEO plugin, which is pre-installed, is blocking here some items we need to design the site. Therefore, we can go back, just click on leave the page and then on plugins, and we just deactivate the SEO plugin. I no longer need it. And you will see in a second what I mean, because when we now go back and click on edit page. Now we have the option to zoom out, and here we can way better manage the sections because we see the entire page, and then you can move this section down or you can move this section up quite easily. So yeah, this is the editor of Gutenberg or WordPress. It's quite handy, and make sure you use these templates from IONOS because they look quite nice. So you don't have to start from scratch building the entire site. We already did the main lifting with the AI, but now you can also add some more, for example, social proof, some testimonials here with the templates from IONOS, which is quite nice. And now we can add more sites. For example, we can go to the contact page. You can just type it in, and when we click on it, it will directly bring us to the contact page. And here we have the contact page. And now you already know how to edit these blocks. The only thing left on this page is a contact field. So therefore we click on the plus icon and we have this contact form 7, which is already pre-installed, which is quite nice because then we can just add this here. And here in the drop down, you can select the contact form. So I can just go here and select it. And when I hit save, and then we can take a preview here on how this looks on the page. So we can go here, and now we have a contact page on our website where people can contact us, which is quite nice. So if they contact us, we will get an email. And of course you would add your own address here and your own phone number and your own email address, but you already know how to do that. So let's go back on edit the page. And one more thing, you have here another icon. So now we are in the desktop view, but you also have the tablet view and you have the mobile view. So this is how your website will look on a mobile phone. And as you can see, it's already optimized. Here the padding is right and the text has enough space. So this is quite nice. So we don't really have to worry about that. So let's go to desktop back. And now we just need to do one more thing, which I have to show you. Let's go back to the other view. So view pages. And I don't know why they did that. It's quite cumbersome. But now we go back on the edit site page and back to the pages, to the home page. And the last thing we need to edit is our menu bar, our header, and we can just click on edit. And here you have the logo. So you can upload your own logo here. If you have one, just replace it. I can recommend you using Canva. I can link it down in the description. It's a design software. And for example, you can do logos like this or just icons. And I can just download this icon here, for example, go back to my page, and then I can just upload it here and maybe make it a little bit bigger. And now I have my own icon here, Julian's website. And this is the header. And here I can also just add new stuff. So for example, if I want to add a new menu item, I can just click on add here. And then I can add a link, for example, to, I don't know, to a sample page now. And I can also edit this one and just call this, for example, the project page. And then I can double click it and then you can link it wherever you want. Now it's linked to a sample page, but of course you can create your own new pages and then link them up here in the menu. And how you do that, we can do this really quickly. Just click here, save. So we save the editing of the header, and then we can go back to the navigation. And here you have your pages. We have our homepage, contact page, blog page, and about page, but you can always add new pages. Just click on add new, call this projects, and then create a draft. And now we can start building the page. So you can just add a blog, add some text, and when you publish it, it will be directly published. And of course, as we learned, you can go here in the header, in the project, and then just link the page. So we go here and just delete this link and type in project. And this is our project page. And now we link this one, click save, and we go back to the page. And when we view the page and someone clicks on project, it will take them to this page. And of course, now we need to add more content here. So now you know how to add pages, how to edit the page, how to put in contact forms, for example. So you can build a basic website, but I think it's already built because we just need to edit the homepage and the rest is already there. It's quite nice that the AI did the entire lifting for us. And one more thing which makes WordPress a good content management system and famous for it is the blog area. So WordPress is really a blog blog engine, and people like it to write blog posts to rank them on Google. And blogs look like this. And of course, we don't edit the blogs here on the page editor of Gutenberg. We edit them inside the backend of WordPress. And I want to show you this at the end on how to do that. So we can just go here back to the dashboard, and then here you have the pages, and you can also create pages within here. But now we want to talk about the posts. And here you have some dummy posts. You can start editing them, or we can start with a new post. But I will open up just a dummy post because WordPress already put in some posts for us. And here you can just type in a new headline, edit this text, edit the quote here, and start uploading your own images. Or you can just go ahead and add your own content. So therefore you can just click in, and then you can start typing, or if you click enter, you always have these blog symbol here, the plus icon, and then you can click add blog. And here you can also just add a YouTube video. So I can just take the URL from this one, go back to the blog post editor, put it in here, and embed the video. So as you see, this works quite handy, and you can just choose from all these items which we've seen already on the Gutenberg editor in the front end. So this is quite nice, and we can start publishing our own blog post. It's quite self-explanatory. It's not too complicated. And yeah, this would be your first blog post. Then you can just click save. And if we go back to the posts, then you see this is our blog post, and it's already live and published. And we can just quick edit it or view it. If you click on view, it will directly bring you to the page and how it looks like. And now our tutorial is already in here. So this is quite nice. Just for you to understand, WordPress has the page, the home page, which is this one, and it has blog posts, which are these ones, and you publish them or edit them inside another editor. Just for you to understand, you can always go back here, click on this one, and it will bring you to the dashboard of WordPress. And here you can edit the posts. And of course, you can take a deep dive if you want now. You have different themes, for example, but I wouldn't play around with this too much because now we already have a theme and our design is ready. And of course, you have some plugins. And plugins are really important for WordPress because you can do a lot with them. Here, for example, is the contact form plugin, and you can start creating new contact forms if you like. And you will have this option here, and then go there and add a new contact form. Ask, for example, for the birth date or for the domain from the person contacting you. And yeah, you will learn a lot here. And WordPress has thousands of different plugins, and they are like apps on your phone. They just extend the functionality of your website, so you can always browse through. And the most common one, for example, most popular plugins, Contact Form 7, for example, Yoast SEO to help you to rank on Google, and just browse through them. And some of you might need, but I wouldn't install too many of them because they can slow down your page, and they kind of changed the whole appearance of your dashboard on your design elements. And so I wouldn't play around too much with it at the beginning. And of course, down here you have some settings and some general things like passwords and so on. So just get yourself familiar with that. And of course, you always have the site assistant, but we now edit the homepage. We uploaded our own logo and we connected our own domain. This is actually done by IONOS automatically while you're designing the page. All we have to do at the end is just to publish our website. So if you're here on edit site, we need to go to the homepage again. Yeah, and once you've saved it, it's already saved, and we can go here, and now it's live, this website. We can open this up. I have a dummy domain here because I didn't purchase the domain for the WordPress tutorial, because then you have it for an entire year and it's just exhausting. So yeah, I just left it with the dummy domain, but you will see your own domain here, and IONOS will take care of this entirely. So I hope you like this tutorial and you make yourself a beautiful website. If you like it, just give it a thumbs up here, and please make sure you use the link to sign up for WordPress. You will get a good discount, and you're helping me and my channel so I can do a lot more videos. And as a thank you, if you have a question, just post it in the comments and I will usually answer all of them, your questions, to help you build your own website. Thank you a lot for listening, and see you in the next video. Bye.